Hello, everyone, and welcome to Flame of Guidance Tarot. This is going to be a general energy pick a card reading for all you Cancers out there. I wanted to have every Cancer to have their own story be told, so hopefully one of these piles has a message for you. So, Cancer, go ahead and pause the video if you'd like and look at each one of these three piles and see which one is calling you in the most. And then, of course, you can go ahead and move on to the timestamp listed below. So, with that said, I'm going to get started with pile number one. All right, so for all of my Cancers that chose pile number one, which is this little blue flying butterfly, we're going to take a look and see what the general energy is that's happening in your life whenever it is that you come across this reading. So I did pre-shuffle these cards, so I have no clue what's going on here. I am finding out along with you. So I will start with the tarot cards. I have the Seven of Pentacles, the Devil. That came out in the reverse, but I'm not doing reversals. So I'm going to flip this over. The Devil, the King of Swords, whoops, and Justice. Okay, so let's get all of this over here, scoot over. Alrighty, so first of all, with this energy so far, I see somebody who's obsessively thinking about somebody. I think somebody, I don't know if you've moved on from someone or someone has moved on from you, but there is obsession happening here. Somebody is obsessively thinking over and over and over again about what could have happened, what should have happened, why did that happen. There's a lot of, it's like mental strain is what I'm hearing. Let's see, let's keep going. Let's get some more cards so I get a better idea of what's going on. I have the Hangman here, which I love this card. It's so cool. I love this Hangman. It's one of my favorites. Yeah, so, okay, first of all, before I pull the rest of this, there's stagnant energy here. There's like, the Hangman can also be a card about overthinking or obsessing. Usually the Hangman means that you are stuck, that you can't actually make a choice or make a move or make a change because there's something that you are either holding on to that you shouldn't be, or there's some sort of obstacle that you need to overcome, or it just may be that time is just not on your side right now. But it's also when you're constantly stuck on a specific matter or situation or even a person. So you're literally obsessing over something to the point where there's no energy to flow and move past this specific thing. So you're literally just stuck. You're stuck in a daze. You're stuck in your mind. And then we have the Ten of Swords, which makes sense. With Justice and the Ten of Swords here, again, there may have been someone who just either ignored you or maybe even lied to you with the Devil here and the Hangman. They probably left you hanging. I don't know if you did this to someone else or what it is, but there's definitely this obsession with someone. So either you're obsessing or someone else is obsessing about you. We'll see when the rest of the cards come through to know exactly who is who in this storyline. But it looks like it might be you who's overthinking. I mean, take whatever resonates. It may be the other person, but I feel like you're maybe overwhelmed with your thoughts right now to the point of like thinking of the same incident or situation or the same lie or the same person that played with your emotions. Messenger of water. This is basically the Knight of Cups. So with the Messenger of water or the Knight of Cups, like I was saying, somebody may have messed with your emotions, or somebody may be stuck in their feelings and in their head. They're probably stuck in their feelings about a specific person, and there's almost like no resolution here, and it's time to get rid of this energy. When the Justice is here after the Ten of Swords and the Devil, basically Justice is here to say karma is taking place. So stop thinking about it, stop overthinking, overanalyzing, stop being stuck on something that is out of your control and out of your hands. That is why justice exists, because justice is what prevails. Justice always comes through, whether it's you getting what you deserve in the good way or in the negative way. But karmic justice is due here. And put yourself in whatever place this resonates, but whoever did the lying, the deceiving, whoever is the one stuck in the negative will now become unstuck and liberate themselves mentally and emotionally, maybe even spiritually, from this karmic cycle, because that's what justice does. It frees you from stagnant energy, or from energy that is intended to have a complete cycle, a complete turn of events, a 180, or just a complete karmic change. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Get more information. Okay, so see, there's someone who is either trying to get more information about you, they're stuck on you, they're obsessed with you, they're thinking about how to reach you, or maybe you're trying to figure out how to get a hold of this specific person. There may be something that is not all truth. With get more information and the Devil here, there's definitely a lot of hidden things that may have happened during this mishap. Whether it was somebody leaving you, like completely ghosting you, it may be for a reason that may not be as bad as it sounds or as it seems. Maybe that's why you need to get more information. But really, honestly, what I think this is whoever is obsessing is the one digging up information or trying to figure out what it is that you are up to or what you are doing. If this is you, you are definitely searching through social media, text messages. You're going through old text messages, trying to read between the lines or read into things, and almost like you're trying to solve a puzzle or some sort of mystery. But I don't really necessarily think that this is I don't necessarily think that this is a healthy thing. Get more information here, to me, is resonating a little bit more with the Devil, the Hangman, and the Ten of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. It's kind of that that realization that things may not all be as they seem, but also, on the same token, there may be some stuff there that you may want to find out. Like there's definitely more to what meets the eye, I guess, or more going on than you're aware of. It could be that perhaps if there is someone that you're just stuck on and you can't see past it and you're like, what happened? How did it happen? Stop trying to figure that out and let it go. If this is the other side of it, where it's someone who is obsessing and trying to figure out what's going on with you, checking in on you and your energy, they're definitely doing a lot of digging, a lot of, do you know her? Or have you hung out with her? Or just creeping on social media, reading old text messages, maybe even seeing what mutual friends you guys have. Just really weird, creepy energy. Okay, then we have transformation. Use the power of love to move through illusions and shift into awareness. That's literally like the hangman. The hangman, it's almost like the hangman is like a butterfly, right? Where all in the traditional tarot, he's just hanging off the tree with his hands tied behind his back. But every time you see the hangman, he's always hanging upside down. And it reminds me of a butterfly. It reminds me of the butterfly in the cocoon phase or stage before it gets its wings, transforms, and then becomes a better person. So when the hangman has finally become wise enough from just observation and reflection, he then spreads his wings and flies out of this place that he's stuck in, right? Then he finds freedom within his own thoughts or within his own life. And I think that's what this transformation is here to tell you, that you need to stop and transform the way that you are thinking or looking at this specific person or situation. And I think the way that they see you is also changing, or it has changed before. And I mean, you're no longer the same person from when this incident happened with this specific person till now. Neither you or this person. And I mean, transformation can be, you know, it can be progressive for you, but it can also change your environment, not just you. So when you're transforming, it's not just a matter of you and yourself. It's almost like you're transforming your entire environment. So I think this is also a sign to start to move your energy, because it is also moving. Whether you want it to or not, your energy is starting to evolve. It's starting to change. And I think you need to start getting ready for that. And that's what Justice is here to tell you as well, is that things are going to be balanced out, you know, but also karma is going to be taking place where it's due. And that's also part of transformation. It's karmic cycles and lessons. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Forgiveness. Yeah, some shadiness happened for sure. I think the fact that you forgiving this other person can potentially transform the perspective that you have on life or future experiences that you'll come across that may be similar to the one that you went through, or this particular person. I think learning to forgive also brings in good karma for you. Now, I'm not saying that you should do this to get good karma all the time. That's not how it works. But definitely having a sincere thought of, you know, they know not what they did, and I forgive them. You know, but coming from the heart, being very sincere about it, like the Knight of Cups here, having a sincere heart when you're forgiving someone, and that's also going hand in hand with this. It's like an apology is owed somewhere for sure, or somebody tried to apologize and the other person just kind of blew off the apology like it didn't even matter. First of all, let's read this. You are now able to activate the power of love in order to release past hurts. So, you having to change your mind about this person doesn't mean that you're not able to forgive. It doesn't mean that you don't have it in you to forgive. You can forgive, don't ever forget, but also don't let that hold you back. Don't stay in the hangman position too long, Once you've cleared out your energy, forgiven, then your entire vibe and your aura changes, and then you begin to attract better people in your life. People who are just as authentic and sincere as you. Okay, let's see what else we have. Freedom. Oh my God. Yeah, freedom. Justice. Freedom. You are releasing any self-imposed restrictions or perceived limitations through the loving energy of openness. So you definitely will feel this big weight off your shoulders, like almost like a relief will come through and happen in your life once you forgive. Once you forgive, it'll feel so liberating. You will feel like a completely different person. I don't know who this person is or what they did to you or why they're so shady or what in the shadiness happened. But there has to be a lot of releasing here. I don't know if it's this person obsessing over you because you've released them, or the other way around, where almost like someone just bailed on you and you still have this like hold on them, like you still have this deep energetic tie to them. I think you need to cleanse your aura and cut off all energetic ties from any and all who do not deserve your time, your energy, and your friendship, or even just you as a person. If it's in a relationship, I don't think that you need to make yourself become stuck on anything or anyone. Again, this hangman energy with freedom. Free yourself from having this hold on you. And it feels more like you're doing this to yourself, or if it's the other person, it feels like they're doing it to themselves. But I do feel like this is something that, it's like you're the one who's feeling a little stuck here. But take it as it resonates. It could be the other person. But yeah, I definitely see that there's this big need of forgiving and releasing this karmic energy, because this is straight up karmic energy. Straight up karmic energy with the Devil and the Justice card here. And the King of Swords, he is all about letting you know what's up, whether you want to hear it or not. He will tell you what is up, and he's not going to say it in the nicest way. He's very dry, very blunt and direct. And if maybe there was a truth that was told that may have hurt someone or put somebody in their feelings, now they're almost overthinking and obsessing over this specific comment or this conversation that happened. Okay, let's see what else we have. Oh my God, didn't I say evolve? Evolution. You realize that obstacles are merely lessons on your path to love. Okay, obstacles are merely lessons on your path to love. Well, there you have it. Karmic justice appearing right here. So obviously you're evolving, you're transforming, and you having the maturity to forgive and let go is helping you evolve to this new and better person. It doesn't feel like that when you're in the midst of all of these things happening to you, or when you're like stuck on these thoughts or these emotions. It almost feels like they're never going to end. And like you're just trying to free yourself, but it's just always there in the back of your mind, lingering. But when you choose to take control and power of your energy again, and really push yourself to release all of this negativity that may be holding you back, that's when you evolve. When you yourself decide and choose to move through whatever obstacles, challenges, arguments, relationships, situationships, whatever it is that you feel tormented over, the minute that you decide to take power of yourself and your energy again, forgive, learn, and transform yourself so you now know better for next time, that's when you are evolving. Soul growth. Okay, so never judge another. Okay, so get more information and never judge another. So yeah, definitely someone said the wrong thing to the wrong person, almost like wrong place, wrong time, right? Like, okay, I don't know if someone who was obsessing over this other person had thought that they were a specific type of way, somebody who totally played their cards right. They came off to be someone and turned out to be a completely different person. And I think that whoever was digging through the social media, looking at the old text messages, over reading and analyzing everything, looking at the mutual friends and all of that, I think they were trying to dig for a reason to argue back. I don't know if that was you or them, but there was like a retaliation that was trying to happen in the mix of all of this, which is why I believe this card popped up here. Never judge another. So even if somebody did do you dirty, remember, it's not up to you to punish them. Justice will always prevail. What goes up must come down. Cycles of life and ebb flows are just like the number 8, right? The infinity symbol, it's the number 8. It's an ongoing cycle of ups, downs, and all the way back around. That is life. So you cannot be judgmental towards someone and not expect someone else in your life in the future, or even this same person, to put that judgment back on to you. Remember that who you are is who you reflect. You are always a mirror, and people who you attract are on your vibe, okay? They are on your vibe frequency. Whether you want to accept it or not, you run into the frequency that you are in. So you cannot be judgmental of those that you come across, because there was a reason why they were in your frequency, in your time, and in that phase of your life. Don't be so harsh. If somebody did try to come off like a charmer and hide who they really were, the truth is that they're gonna actually be known, or basically the truth is gonna be told, right? You're gonna see someone's true colors. That's what I'm seeing here. So I think here this is more, get more information and never judge another. I think this is like definitely almost like a secret life, or a two-sided life, or I don't know, something feels a little off. I think maybe somebody was pretentious or pretended to be something that they weren't. Okay, so I did pull a romance card just to see maybe if there's like a love energy with this reading or what's going on. Okay, pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Okay. All right, so I don't know, what was I saying like just a second ago? Like someone's probably putting on a face or fronting, I don't know, but get more information, never judge another, and pay attention to the red flags. Okay, pause with the hangman, pause. Hold on just a moment here. So it looks like the dirt that you're digging may be true. Maybe you were digging some, maybe you were digging some dirt on someone and you found out a truth. Or maybe you found out something in particular that threw you off about this person. And you have to really pay attention to what it is you found out about this person. If not, this is cautioning you for the next situation, friendship, relationship that you encounter that kind of had this same karmic energy to it. It's letting you know that you have to be very cautious of red flags. They are hard to notice at first, especially when you're in the honeymoon phase of any relationship, any new job, any new friendship. There's that honeymoon phase where you get along great with this person. You guys have so much in common. You guys are always having fun. You guys are always laughing. You guys are always making out. You guys are always having all that good stuff. And then you kind of get so distracted by all of the good, you don't really want to see the bad. You don't want to acknowledge those little moments that maybe threw you off a little bit because, I don't know, the sex is so good. Who cares? You should care. You got to be a little bit more careful who you give your time, energy, and your body to. Okay, remember that energy is fluid, and when you have a sexual relationship with someone, you're basically interchanging energies, and as well as whoever it was that they interchanged energy with will now come on to you. So it can really, really mess up all of your chakras, in particular your sacral and your root chakras. So I definitely would be a little more cautious with who you surround yourself with, who you talk to about this situation with. In fact, I don't even think you should talk to many people about this particular matter. I think you should keep this to yourself because all things will fall into place. Like whatever you need to know or find out, it will be known. And if you thought anything was a little thrown off or a little weird or a little sus, you definitely were right. If you're here to see if somebody lied to you and then you found out when you were digging dirt and now you want to confirm with a reading, yeah, someone for sure did you dirty or did something pretty fucked up. And I think that's probably why you were obsessing over the situation. You were like, is it true? Is it not? What's going on? Are they with someone else? Are they doing this? Do they have a double life? Did they lie about their job, what they do? Yeah, for sure there's an obvious truth that I think that you may not have wanted to accept at first, but it's definitely here, for sure. Okay, so I'm going to roll some dice just to get some more messages for you guys and see what else we have going on. All right, so we have 5, 1, and I go based off of the top numbers. 6, 4, and and 6. Okay, let's see. So 5. 5 is change. 5 is also conflict. It can also be too many cooks in the kitchen, too many hands in the pot. It can be a mix of a lot. You know, it can be an overwhelming energy because it's an ongoing cycle. So with 5 and 1 here, this is letting me know that the change that is going to come is actually from you. If you are changing yourself internally, it's going to reflect outside. So sometimes people have a glow up without even losing weight. It's like they have a new aura, a new vibe about them. Something in particular has changed. It could even be your perspective on this particular person, but this is more of a 5 to 1. It's definitely changed within yourself. I think you're going to be a little more mature after this incident had happened in your life. I think you're not going to take things too lightly. And you're going to more than likely look for new friendships and connections that actually reciprocate what you give them: honesty, loyalty, integrity. There's going to be a completely new way of you and who you are, and the way of being, the way that you are. And I think when you change, then the people that you attract will be on that level and vibe and give it right back to you. 6 is a very balanced number. And it's also a number of gains, right? So you can either gain materially, so money, house, a car, things like that. But what I see here is this equal give and take. So once you have leveled yourself up to this new high vibe, people are going to take notice, and they're going to see that there is a new you, and you're also going to bring in attention. People are going to be paying attention to this new and evolved, better version of you. Also, what I just noticed here is if we do 5 plus 1, it equals 6. So once you've changed yourself, there's going to be this new community that you will be attracting that is actually going to be just as receptive as they are giving, as in regards to that energy, that new aura that you have, this new perspective, this new outlook. It's definitely going to be reciprocated. 6 is also not just a balance number, but it's also accomplishments. So if we're going from 5 plus 1 to 6, that means you're definitely going to have some sort of gain coming into your life, whether this is gaining, like I mentioned earlier, materialistically, like a new... It could be a new job, a new car, a new anything that makes you feel more secure about yourself, which is 4. 4 is security, foundation, structure, stability. So it's going to make you feel a lot more grounded, and people are going to be so receptive to this new version of you that you're going to start attracting a whole lot of attention, especially with 6 twice here. You're going to get a lot of attention from many suitors, even, I'm hearing. So definitely a lot of offers, a lot of suitors, and a lot of people that actually want to be around for the long term. These are very long-term numbers. 4 is long-term relationships, connections, and community. It could even be like family, but I don't necessarily think that's what this is about. This is more of the community, the soul tribe that you're bringing in. It's going to be long term. It's not going to be for a short period of time. It's going to be for an extended period of your life. And it's going to be a trusting circle of people who are literally on your same frequency, which is super, super beautiful. So if we take the numbers literally, it could mean whatever seems to work with your specific circumstance, but we have 51646 could be a date of birth. It could be an age. If you add all of these numbers together, it could be a zip code, a home address. It could be a license plate number, a phone number, if I didn't say that already. These numbers could have significance to you. You could be seeing a lot of 6s around you, which again is like gaining something. And I say that because we have 5 plus 1 is 6, and 6 and 6. So yeah, you're definitely going to be seeing a lot of 6s around you. So definitely watch your spending, watch how much and how little you are making, spending, make sure that you're not spending more than you're making, that sort of deal. Also, if you're splurging on big items for your home, make sure that you get warranty for whatever it is that you're buying. If it's like a treadmill, big machinery, a computer, I don't know why I'm seeing those things, but I do see like a material gain here. So maybe it's probably a new profile on social media, maybe a new dating account. Could be that. But anyway, so just take any of these messages as they resonate, and of course take these numbers and apply them to your situation and your circumstance. And with that said, my pile number 1 Cancers, thank you so much for stopping by and checking out this pick a card reading. I do hope that this message did resonate, or that you could take anything, even just one thing. Please comment down below. Let me know what's going on, what exactly happened that was super shady. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And I really do appreciate you guys stopping by. So with that said, I am moving on to pile number 2, and I will catch you on the next one. All right, so for all of my Cancers who chose pile number 2, this is the general energy reading for you and what may be happening currently when you choose to watch this video. So you guys have this little blue, light blue and dark blue butterflies. Let's just set this down right here. Okay, let's see. I'll put it there. All right. I have previously shuffled these cards, so I am finding out with you what we have going on here, and I'm not reading reversals. So we have the Knight of Pentacles, the the Ten of Pentacles. I thought that was the Six of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles. Already a lot of pentacle energy here. The Strength card. Okay. And we have Death. Okay. Then we have the Eight of Wands. Then we have the Five of Swords. Let me bring this down here for now. And the Six of Wands. Okay. Eight of Wands, Five of Swords, Six of Wands. All right, let's see. I'm not sure if somebody's all talk, like talk is cheap is what I'm hearing. I think somebody's like an attention whore. Somebody's trying to, I don't know if somebody's trying to one-up you or brag about what they're doing or, This is interesting energy because I'm getting a couple of different messages. I'm getting, with one story here, that someone is actually fronting and trying to come off like they have more than they really do. Almost like a braggadocious energy. Almost like they're trying a little too hard. And it's almost like turning someone else off. It's like trying too hard. Lying about how much money they make and trying to make the other person feel bad about it. It's all talk. Talk is cheap. So something along those lines is happening. That's one message that I'm getting. Another message that I'm getting is that there may be some attention that needs to be paid to your finances. There is definitely either a major transaction. I don't know if you're buying a house or you're looking to move or relocate to a new home, but you definitely need to watch your finances. I see that there's this energy of like someone who saved up all their money and is ready to invest it in all the right things. But be very careful that you don't overspend. If you are finding a new home, make sure it's within your budget. Not only that, but make sure that you have enough to do your house payment or your rent and be able to pay your bills. If you're getting a new car, make sure that you're able to get your insurance payment and your car payment at a feasible rate so that you're not pinching pennies. Because you may be running dry on money with the Death here after the Knight of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. So, someone's getting a little too comfortable with their spending and it needs to be watched. So pay attention to that. Another message that I'm getting is someone is hiding or secretly I don't know, I keep getting this thing about it, like a home or a new house or moving. So I don't know if you maybe are moving out or kicking out a roommate, or secretly, no, this feels more like someone is secretly moving out. I don't know if you have roommates and it's become a little too crowded where you're living, but there's definitely like a whole new home, a whole new environment that you're moving into. I keep seeing boxes and wheels. So I don't know if you're moving, relocating. I don't know if you're quitting your job, but that's what it feels like. It feels like you have secretly found something else to replace either your home or your current job. And you may have had many offers or looked into many different locations or places, and you don't want anybody to know what your next move is, especially because you seem to be someone that everybody has their eyes on and everybody pays attention and everybody wants to do what you do. Everybody wants to copy you. So you kept to yourself your little sneaky move here. So for sure, it's like you're closing something out and starting something new. But it's going in a positive direction. I mean, we're going to the Six of Wands. So you're going to the right place. It's definitely going to be a better option. But this energy is telling me there's going to be changes in the home. Ten of Pentacles, it's all about home foundation. It's also about, that successful home, that successful foundation. But it can also be the card of roommates, where there's like multiple people, like a lot of people living in one house. So maybe you have a big family, you share a house with all of your family, and maybe like your siblings have kids. There's just such, there's always loudness, such high energy, constant energy in this house, and you've been secretly saving up to move out and you haven't told anyone. You're keeping it to yourself, and you're ready to end this this time of being your parents' child. Now you're ready to be an adult, and you're pushing through here. You're making movements. You're actually, if you did save up, you actually are now investing or moving towards this new home, but you're not going to tell anyone until you have moved in, until you have the key, until you have the bed, the couch, and everything lined up. So that's the other story that I see here. This is an interesting pile. Okay, so let's see what else we were able to get here. We have humility. Interesting. Okay, with the Ten of Pentacles, yeah, see, somebody is about to lose it all if they're not careful. Humility. Okay, so you have developed the loving awareness that you and everyone else are the same, but on different paths. Okay, so again, I don't overindulge, don't overspend, and don't spend over your budget. If you want to move out and it's not feasible, even if you hate your living environment, just save up a little more money. Don't go too crazy. Don't make a quick movement that just you might regret later. The thing about the Eight of Wands is it can be movement, it can be quick movement, and it can also be having made an impulse move or decision or choice that then makes you kind of weary or regret it later, because you go from the Eight of Wands to the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands is defensive energy. It's like you're like, oh shoot, I shouldn't have done that. Now I know never to do that again. Now I don't ever want to do that. Now I'm too scared to do that. Okay, don't go through that. Okay, don't do that to yourself. You need to pace yourself, and again, you need to watch what you spend your money on. And again, if there is somebody who is pretending to have more money than they really do, they need to sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up and humble up, because not everyone's rolling in it, and that's fine. That's actually more common than not. So somebody needs to relax, get out of their ego. and really begin to be a little bit more compassionate to those around them. And especially if you live in a home full of people, sometimes you have to be appreciative of the fact that you have a full house, even though it may not be your ideal situation. It's beautiful to have a big family and such a big soul tribe that you're intended to live with and grow with in this lifetime. Not a lot of people are blessed with that, so maybe changing your outlook or perspective on that. Okay, then we have priorities. Okay, so what am I saying? I don't overspend. Don't overindulge. Right now you need to save your money. Otherwise your finances, they're going to be, I don't know if you got a lump sum of money or a big loan and you're secretly using it for things you shouldn't. I don't know if your parents had given you a lump sum of money, some sort of inheritance. I'm not sure. But this money will go to waste if you don't prioritize how you spend it. You understand the paramount importance of manifesting love in all situations. So you have to make sure that you have your finances in order. You're not overindulging or overspending. Stay in your budget. And trust me, if you have to sacrifice a lot to to gain a better situation, living situation, car, whatever it is you're looking forward to, don't be afraid of sacrificing. In fact, be humble enough to know that you have to make sacrifices to get what you want in your life, because that's initially how it works. Not everything is free. Not everything is easy. That is life. That's why we're all here, to try and figure out how to get through it. But the best and smartest way that I can advise you to get through it is by being not only humble, but also very, very, very wise about your priorities. Make sure that you have those in check and in line. And then we have vision. Wow. Okay. So 8 of Wands and vision, and the 6 of Wands. So again, there's like a goal, a pending goal. There's if somebody is putting on a front, again, I'm getting that as well. So if somebody's pretending to be something that they're not, they're trying to psych people out. They're putting on a front, they're not really showing who they really are. So vision, no matter what, you see the bigger picture of a loving, just universe. So keep your eye on the prize for sure, but be very smart with how you win that prize. Don't cut any corners. Don't cheat. Make sure that you're doing things correctly and as, what's the word I'm looking for? As, it's not kosher. What's that other word? As, I don't know. Just be really smart about your choices. And know that, whatever you're envisioning is going to come through. It's actually going to happen for you, but it may not be exactly as you have planned. So don't beat yourself up for that. That's very important. Discernment. Okay. You are developing the skill to distinguish love from fear and truth from illusion. Again, there's somebody putting on a front, or somebody pretending to be happy and they're not, or there's sneakiness going on here. I felt that energy before I even pulled any of these cards. So I love that they're adding up and making sense with what I had mentioned earlier. So going with the first story, there's somebody who is not showing their true colors, somebody who is fronting and pretending to be something that they're not. Also, there is there is also this energy of you not being truthful with your next move, with your next steps, with what you want. You're keeping what you want to yourself. And discernment is also letting you know that if you feel like someone's not being so straight up with you, you're definitely right. You go with that gut feeling, because something's off here. Something's a little off here. And I felt that vibe earlier. Okay. Worry is a wasted emotion. Okay, so discernment, worry is a wasted emotion. Okay, so go with your gut feeling and don't sweat it. Go with the first nudge. Of course, when it comes to your money, you have to be smart with your money. You know, I mean, I'm not here to tell you how to budget, but I will tell you that you need to budget to survive. Or who knows, maybe you really are fortunate enough because you gained this lump sum of money, that, you know, you're stressed that people may take it from you. There may be people who might not be honest about it, or maybe you're lying that you have this money because someone is trying to ask you for money. Oh. Okay, so if you have been saving up money for something and someone is trying to ask you for a loan or for you to lend them even just a little bit of money, and it's something that you're just like, no, I got a bad feeling about this. I don't want to mix business with friendship. Yeah, you're definitely correct on that one. Worry is a wasted emotion. I think what this has to do is with your relationship with finances, with money. Money is like water in your hands, so always put it away. That's what I was taught growing up, right? So out of sight, out of mind. Don't stress too much about your finances, because then your finances will stress you. Easier said than done. Yeah, I know. But this is a reading for someone who has good financial potential at this moment. They have some sort of gain. There's something that they've earned. And I think what you're worried about is losing it, or maybe giving it to the wrong person or putting it in the wrong hands. If you're worried that you're going to invest in something that may not be worthwhile, then I don't think you should be too worried. If you are worried about losing your money, as long as you're being smart with it, you shouldn't have anything to worry about. Okay, let's see what else we have. Patience is a virtue. Again, don't make any impulsive moves or changes. I've said that earlier. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just so excited that these cards are all adding up and making sense, and I haven't even looked at a single one of them up until now. So this is super cool. I love when everything just coincides and makes sense, and the messages just totally align with the cards. Anyway, so again, don't rush into financial obligation of any sort, or into something that is not going to work out at the end of the day. You have to be very, very aware of everything that you do, and also know that things that are worthwhile take a while, okay? It's not quick and easy. Life is not quick and easy. The situation will improve. Okay, so your financial situation, if you're sweating it, it's going to improve. If you think that you're not going to get the promotion, you're going to get the promotion. If you think that you're not going to get away with what you're trying to do, sneaking around and trying to one-up, maybe not somebody else, but maybe just improve your life without anyone knowing, you're definitely going to get into a bigger and brighter situation. So don't worry about that. You're definitely going to make your move, but be very careful and be very smart with your choices, but also know that good things take time. Okay, so I did pull a romance card for you guys, just to see what that energy is. And we have deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. So again, I felt that like two-faced energy. Oh my God, I love when the cards make sense. Okay. So honestly, guys, if it didn't take forever and a year to shuffle on camera, I totally would. But it just takes so much more time when you shuffle on camera and then get through these pick of cards. Anyway, but it's just so cool. I just do wish that you guys saw that I shuffled everything so you could just understand how excited I feel about this. Anyway, so back to your reading. Deception. Again, somebody is faking it, faking it, faking it, fake it to make it, I guess. In a sense, that could be you. You probably are, again, sneaking around and doing things that only benefit you. And each of you have your own story. So if it is something that is for your best mentally, emotionally, physically, and financially, please, so be it, go for it. If it's something that requires you to step back and think again and be a little bit more humble about your decisions and choices, then please, by all means, take a moment, think about it. Don't step into something that may turn into the death of you, right? So make sure that you are very careful with your decisions and what you do moving on. But again, I feel like there must have been someone who was hiding something or sneaking around or pretending to have something that they don't. If that's really what's happening, here's the truth. Don't worry, because it's gonna come to light. The situation will improve. So what needs to be known and put out there, whatever information is important to you and your stability, your future, your health, everything to do with you, okay, it will come to light, and you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Wow, I'm stuttering. So I don't think you need to think too much into it or look too much into it. Either way, I know you're making moves. I know you're making moves. The 8 of Wands and the 6 of Wands, you're making moves, okay? And even if it means you not telling anyone and doing things your own way, and then this is kind of like that energy of like, when in the world did you get a side job? Or when in the world did you afford this new car? Or how in the world did you afford this new car? Or how did you get this extra money? And you're like, oh, I just have my own, I don't know, my own online business. Or I just did, this and that on the side. I didn't know you knew how to do that. Well, I never really talk about it. I never really open up about it, right? It kind of like that. It's almost like you're going to shock everyone with what your next move is or with what you do. People are not going to see it coming, and not going to lie, some people are not going to like it, but it's almost like you're going into a new phase or cycle of your life, like a rebirth of you and your life and what you want to do and where you want to go, and people are definitely going to notice it. So there may be some haters. Don't you worry. Brush it off, because obviously they're only hating because you're doing something great or doing something that they want to do. Okay, so I want to get some more messages with my dice here. I love rolling dice just to see what else we have to make you aware of. I just lost a dice. One of my dice. I don't know. I just lost one on the ground. Let me go pick it up. Give me one moment. Okay, let's see. Gonna roll the dice. Alright, so we have 4, 5, 4, 6, and 1. Okay. Again, with this, like, a lot of people living in one house energy. I don't know if this is like a dorm. I doubt it's a dorm. It's more like roommates or like a family. There's just a lot of energy in one home, and I'm saying that because there's 2 4s here, and 4 is foundation, stability. It could be your home, it could be your home environment, it could be your work environment, and it looks like there's a lot of energy in your home environment or your work environment, and you're trying to get rid of it. 5 is here twice, 5 of Swords, and the 5 in the dice. So you're definitely trying to change your home situation or your work situation. So I definitely see that. 6 of Wands, you're going to get recognition with the 1 ending here, which is you, yourself. Also self-love, but also starting from scratch. So you're gonna definitely get recognition or a lot of attention for this new endeavor that you do, or this new move, this next move that you take. There's gonna be a lot of attention coming your way because of it. You're gonna be singled out, but not in a negative way. People are gonna be like, how, who, what, when, and where, what in the world. They're going to be thrown completely off by your game. So this is pretty interesting. Okay, so with these numbers, 4, 5, 4, 6, 1 could be a phone number, area code, or zip code, which is same thing. Or no, it's not. Area code, zip code, street address or a home address, a license plate number. It could be numbers of significance, numbers that you may see often. If I have 4 here, it may be that you're going to see 4s everywhere you go. You may be moving in about 4 months, 4 to 6 months. You may be actually moving out. And that's probably how long it'll take you to save up enough money. 6 is also material gains. So yeah, I'd say 4 to 6 months is when you're going to either have enough money to make this move. Maybe you're trying to move out of state. This is a big deal. 8 of Wands here and death. You're really ready to start new and move on and move forward. So I wouldn't be surprised. Anyway, so I am going to stop your reading right here. Please let me know if any of this made sense, if it did resonate with you. Please comment down below. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and doing this pick a card reading. I really do appreciate it. And I do hope that you got something out of this reading. And with that said, I'm going to move on to pile number 3. So thank you guys so much. And I will catch you on the next one. All right, so my Cancer, pile number 3, for those Cancers who chose this blue butterfly as your general energy and what is happening currently in your life. Let's see what it is that you need to hear and know. I pre-shuffled these cards, so I am picking up the energy as we're both finding out what's going on here. We have the 10 of Swords, Queen of Swords, the Fool, and the 2 of Cups. Okay. And then we have the Page of Wands, the 8 of Cups, and the Emperor. Oh wow, interesting. You guys, right off the bat, I'll keep pulling out the other cards that I have, but I'm already picking up messages for you guys. So I don't know if you've been someone who has always been very distant when it came to anybody that you would come across in your life because of past experiences. I think this is somebody who went through a lot of traumatic incidences in the past, and whatever it was, it impacted the way that you connect with other people and how you actually contribute to the other side of relationships, to the personal side of relationships. And you've also been super distant and cold, and you don't allow people in. So I think this is someone who easily isolates themselves constantly, and it's just in your nature. You don't look for friends, but friends always find you, and you still keep distance even though they're still around you, and you still are able to have a social life. This is someone who doesn't like to deeply connect with people. You keep it very surface. I mean, you do have like your friends and your close friends, but there's still depths to you that affect you and how you perceive relationships, and whatever placement this other person in the relationship is in within your life and your social energy and environment. That's just, your own personal story. But it is someone who is very guarded with their personal energy and how they connect with people and what they share with people. You're someone who's very, not just guarded, but you keep a lot of secrets. So I think right now there is this new person coming in, approaching you with just some flirtation. This isn't very serious. I see somebody who is actually very young at heart, who's very charming, and this person is coming through, and as you're trying to connect and relate to this person, they're coming off immature to you. But deep down, they're probably even older than you, or there could be a possible age difference between you and this specific person and the type of interaction that you two are having. And with the Queen of Swords and the Emperor, there could be almost like an ego conflict where it's like this person is very young at heart, and it makes you believe that they may be immature or not really competent of carrying a relationship the way that you would expect them to, in whatever terms that may be, romantic, personal, business, however this relates to you and your circumstance. But there is definitely an outward connection that is incoming, that is making you believe that they're not going to meet up to your expectations. And with the Eight of Cups here, you're almost looking at what's next. How do I get my 9th cup? I'm not sure if this person is going to hold it up to me, or if this is someone that's just going to drink the cup instead. You don't know where it's going, and you're not sure of it, and you're already looking for the next. This is like you've got somebody read, and I think you're misreading someone, because if inside they are truly the Emperor, that means that they're actually capable of carrying on something long term, and they're very loyal and tenacious, and they're not going to give up. So I don't think that you should be so guarded, because they're going to stick around, and they know that there's going to be long term with you in whatever aspect that may be. If it's business, it's like, no, I know that we would be great business partners, but you have to be able to be flexible with your own plans. Sometimes collaborating entails allowing someone else to take part of the responsibility or the next direction in a specific project. But if this is romantic, it's also like somebody sees a serious aspect to the connection while you're trying to block it out. Wow, this is already getting super juicy, Cancer. Okay, virtue. You acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow. Okay, so now this is where you have to start allowing others to earn your trust, yes, as always, but you have to be a little more humble about it. Allow people to open up and express themselves without you having to sharply cut them off so quickly. You got to give everyone their fair chance, even if it's not your cup of tea. You know, you're always the one who can say, no, I don't want to have it. Or yes, I do. I'm just psyching myself out. Yeah. Acceptance. You are ready to release control or situations or people and lovingly embrace the rhythm of life. Yeah, see, so you have to allow this person to be who they are and allow yourself to get to know them. Don't make your judgments turn everything into like a little, either like a game or like almost like you have to fit everything into your specific mold. I think this is truly about flexibility. It's about learning how to be flexible. That's the thing about the Queen of Wands. When she's had her mind set on something, and when she's done and over something, she is so quick to just cut that out of her life. She does not apologize or reach out anymore. It's just that moment of cutting and releasing, and she knows how to do it maturely. And when it's the perfect time to disregard whatever negative energy, negative person, she cuts that tie off and away. And I think because she's so quick to judge what isn't deserving of her energy, sometimes she forgets to accept those who are actually looking out for her best interest. So even the, queen has her court to discuss whatever steps have to be taken next to rule the kingdom, right? That's just the train of how things are run in a community. So I think with the Fool and acceptance, you need to start allowing somebody to show themselves for who they are, and you not make them feel so embarrassed about it, or just, it's almost like you're putting them down without trying to. Like your words, yeah, they're a little sharp. Empathy, yeah, see, this is, you have to be a little more understanding with your words as well. Sometimes when you say things so quickly without thinking, and because your feelings are so set, you quickly may hurt someone else's feelings and not even know it because you think it's a joke. You would laugh, right? It's almost like that dark sense of humor, but very witty. And I think you need to be a little bit more empathetic about other people's feelings and how you maybe were misunderstood in other relationships as well. You know, relationships are cycles of energy. So wherever this person is in your life, you've been there too, right? So empathy, you feel and understand the emotions of another in the service of love. I just think that you need to be a little bit more relaxed about people around you and less guarded. Yeah, friendliness. See, I think there has to be this loosening of, I don't know, like loosen up. I'm hearing like loosen up. Just let go. Let it be. Just be, I don't know, forgiving if you have to. Be a little more understanding if you have to. Be a little bit more, don't take it so seriously, right? And that's how you're going to be able to connect with the proper business partnerships without being such a, I don't know, a nightmare to work with. I don't know how to put it. I know that sounds so mean, but I think you know what I'm talking about. I think it's because of the past trauma that you've had. You have yourself put together in a specific way where you can control your emotions enough to be as cold as possible. And it almost puts you in this Queen of Swords energy. And what you need to be more receptive to is other energies around you and be a little more kind to them. And of course, that's what you're going to get in return. It's whatever you put out there. So friendliness, you are able to recognize traits in common with another in order to forge love-based connections. There's more to what's going on in your connections with the people that you have in the 3D than you actually allow yourself to acknowledge. And I think it's time for you to understand that even if you don't feel a certain way as the other person, you're still in someone else's reality and affecting their emotions as well. And I think the more aware you are of that, the more that it puts things into a different perspective where it allows you to give a chance to someone who could potentially last a long time. If the Two of Cups and the Emperor are here to say hello to you, why would you cut them out so quickly? Why would you do that? You know, be open to having this at least good connection for now, and then see how it all starts and how it goes. Take it slow, day by day, and then maybe it could turn into something that's not just stable, but like really long term and honest. Because I mean, this looks pretty good with the Emperor and the Two of Cups. Wow, this is a really fun reading. Okay, so forgiveness. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. I honestly have just literally shuffled the cards before, and I'm now starting to like see what they are with you guys, and it's so cool that they all add up. You know, next time I'll do live shuffles, but they honestly take up so much time, and it's so hard to fit that into a video, and you know, you guys know what I mean, but I will contribute that at one point in some other pick a card. Anyway, I'm just trying to say it's so exciting when things just make sense as I'm pulling the energy with the cards before I saw the rest. So forgiveness, yes, you have to be a little bit more understanding, empathetic. You have to accept maybe what had happened in the past isn't going to repeat itself unless you allow it. If you have it always in the back of your mind, it's going to be in your present. Remember that, because whatever is lingering in the subconscious is actually able to be in the reality. Whatever you're thinking too much of, you're going to pull that energy one way or another. However it plays out in your life is, you know, to each person, whatever their situation has to be, to learn that karmic lesson. But you have to release it to then find joy and lightheartedness in life. Here with the Fool, it's teaching you to be a little bit more fun and receptive to someone else's ideas and who they are authentically, and you being a little more compassionate. Maybe why you said something in a way that hurt their feelings, you know? Death is an illusion, yeah. So if it's something where the other person kind of said they were done and over with it, I don't know. It's almost like is something really over, or is something really not ever going to happen again in your life just because in the past something happened? Death is an illusion. There are many other aspects to your spirit in this realm, okay? You go from 3D to 5D and so on and so forth. In the afterlife, there is always constant ongoing energy within you and out, okay? That the fact that death is an illusion here is letting you know that nothing is really set in stone. Just because it isn't in this specific way doesn't mean it's not going to come through in a different way. So if at one point or another you had, oh, here's the other card. If at one point or another you guys have experienced a moment that you then began to look at life where you said, okay, that's it, never again, I will never again. And you, ever since that moment, that traumatic experience, that relationship, that breakup, that whatever situation, that argument with your mother, your father, the boss, whatever, when you quit or got fired, ever since then you said, I will never XYZ again. And death is an illusion. Just because you did something once doesn't mean that it's not going to follow through in some other way or form. You have to grow from that specific karmic lesson to be able to see what's coming next, you know? That's what the Page of Fire is trying to do. It's trying to bring in your inner child, or I'm sorry, out your inner child from you, so that you can start having a little more fun, like the Fool that we saw earlier. And the Page of Fire is also, or the Page of Wands, it's also like a young and youthful, like childlike energy. So once, you know, the spirit goes away, sometimes it can reincarnate again, and then there's another an innocent soul, there's a child, there's a, you know, a kid. So things can have a rebirth and a recycle in one shape or form. Just be very aware of that. Things will always happen the way that they're supposed to. Let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. So I think here, I've said this many times. I'm not sure if it's something that you personally experienced in the past that just made you be this specific type of way, where you're always in control of your emotions, who you're going to allow in, what you want to say, you're very put together, to the point where you want even the people who come into your life to be just as put together as you. Because only then you will trust them. And, you know, that's not very realistic, because not everyone is one and the same from the inside out. You know, everybody has their own story and their own reasons for being that, you know, the way they are, what they've experienced. Their character is based off their own personal soul growth moments. So you can't really judge anyone for that, or try to control the people that are coming into your life. You can allow them to be of your frequency, but, you know, what frequency are you on? Because that's what you're going to attract at the end of the day. Okay, so I'm going to roll some dice to see what other messages I can pull here. Okay, so we have, okay, almost burnt my finger there. We have 1, 3, 2, 5, and 4. Whoa, okay. Let's just put them in order, since they literally fell that way. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this is like almost like you need to start meditating, letting go, stop being so frustrated or angry. This is about like taking things one at a time. If this is in regards to a relationship, it's like getting to know each other as friends first, getting to see where you can fit into each other's lives and getting to know each other before you introduce yourselves to other friends or actually create a relationship where you're bonding and creating memories. And then maybe at one point having something strong enough to share with your family and then even making your own. So I think it's like, you know, following cycles from one to the next, to the next, to the next in divine timing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's, you know, that's so cool. That's literally what you guys got. So it's almost like you have to understand yourself before you connect to another person. And then once you're able to do that, you guys are able to grow something together that can contribute to each other's ongoing family or stability or comfort zone, and then into sharing it with others or changing how you want it to become. So that's really cool. What else am I seeing? This could be a date of birth. If not, it could be a phone number, an area code, zip code, license plate number, anything you can relate to in that way. What else am I seeing? If this is in relations to a partnership or it's a business matter, I think the first thing to do is to get your plan set in stone, yes, but I think you've gotten it. You know exactly what you want, how you want it, and where you want it done. I think it's okay for you to trust someone who may be coming in that can actually contribute to your idea. And it's actually going to grow. You're going to be a little bit afraid into the process or in the mix, but it's trust that's actually going to set some sort of stability where you can actually bear fruit to your business. So if this is in regards to a business connection, it's almost like you have to be a little bit more flexible with others contributing to your personal project so that it can actually have the outcome that may even be better than you expected. So don't be so rigid when it comes to business partnerships, because they can actually bear a lot of fruit, especially with let go of control issues. It's like you want things going your way. You have an idea. You're the boss. You know, you've done it. You've done the research. You have like the charts and the numbers set up, whatever it is, you know, and you're kind of, it's almost like coming off a little too arrogant. So I think you need to humble down a little bit and allow other peoples to contribute, other people around you to contribute to this specific project in the way that it's destined to be the best it could ever be. Why would you want to sabotage something so beautiful like that? I think you also know this about yourself, and you've also been reflecting on this, because this is like, you know what you're doing, right? You understand this. This energy is talking to someone who is very self-aware and self-assured and understands life, and they do have this like humility about them because they've had to go through a lot. But in that, you've also become very shelled and isolated and very in control of your surroundings and every aspect of your life, and sometimes allowing some sort of growth or abundance to flow in can have to do with outside resources, and you need to allow those to come through for things to actually bear fruit. Wow, what a beautiful message. Okay, Cancer, pile number 3. I hope any of this made sense. Please comment down below. Tell me if any of this did resonate with you. Like, share, subscribe, and all of that good stuff as well. I'm going to wrap up your reading here. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you on the next one.